I apologize in advance if Dragon Dance is actually pretty lame compared to your expectations based off the title. I am sad to say that you do not get to slow dance with a dragon here. Dragon Dance is a brick breaker game developed by Natsume for the Game Boy Color. You control a Chinese-style dragon which bounces the ball off its back. The goal is to break all the bricks you can. The premise may be simple, but there are a lot of constraints against the player that keep the game from being too easy. Drop the ball too many times and the dragon will get shorter, which in turn makes the game less forgiving. The player is also playing within a certain time limit where if the player fails to finish the level before time runs out, the level is over. The game also supports different power-ups that the player can acquire through labeled bricks. S speeds up the ball, D slows down the ball, T increases the time limit, and P helps the dragon regain length. The game also incentivizes combos with a meter that gives the dragon different secondary powers depending on how much it's filled up. These power-ups involve being able to freeze the ball and time, barriers, make the ball bounce mid-air, and projectiles. If the meter fills up, either a white or red dragon will get summoned. The white dragon heals and gives the player a gratuitous amount of time and restores length, while the red dragon shakes the screen violently to get rid of some of the blocks. The ball starts off fairly slow, but that can be modified through the S or D blocks or by simply pressing select. Select can only increase the ball speed up to 10 until it loops back to 1, so use that carefully. Dragon Dance has a total of 100 levels, and every 10 levels you'll encounter a boss. Every boss is varied, which keeps the game from becoming too stale quickly. I look back at Dragon Dance with a lot of nostalgia since that this game is one of the first games I obtained. The name sounded badass and the title screen looked badass, with the dragon being sealed off with its exposed head staring at you. Gave my younger self the feeling that I was about to play a shmup, but as soon as I started the game, I was sorely disappointed, as it is a brick breaker game. Regardless, I played the game a lot and got used to the mechanics. Most of its replay value did come from doing a boss run, which really kept me on the edge as the ball isn't a projectile that you can trust hitting the right spots. Looking back at it now, it's still a fun breakout clone that kept the formula intact while adding fresh ideas to both empower and challenge players. The graphics and sound direction do the job, and it being a Game Boy Color title, it hasn't held up to date. If anything got better with age, personally I'd say the boss battles. The bosses are very varied, so doing a run through of all 10 bosses will almost always keep you on your toes. The sporadic nature of the ball's trajectory coupled with your projectile dodging skills can make for a fun boss run that I wouldn't mind revisiting again in the future. Dragon Dance is dated and unsurprisingly it was forgotten with time. This is not a game you should go out of your way to experience or own, but if you like brick breakers or just really want something to play, then feel free to give Dragon Dance a shot.